Fam, what's good? I'm back with another video, and I wanted to share some tips with you all on how to get your first 1,000 engaged followers on Instagram. And that keyword right there that I just said is engaged followers. So I mean, if you want to sit around with your Instagram account and hope it'll grow engaged followers by itself, you'll be waiting for a long time. So looking at the statistics, 30% of internet users are on Instagram. This platform has the highest level of engagement with brands right now. It may seem like you just need to jump in, start posting pictures, posting all those beautiful pictures. But in fact, it takes effort to build your following. It doesn't just come instant like that unless you buy them. You're gonna have to take effort into getting those engaged followers. And in a later video, I'll probably talk about affiliate marketing or branding. There are so many tips out there on the internet on how to grow your Instagram account, but I personally have used these tips that I'm about to put y'all on game to. Keep in mind, it's not going to be easy. The first 1,000 followers are always the hardest, followers to get, whether it's on Instagram or even on YouTube itself. A good chunk of your followers are going to come from your friends, which is good. I hope you have friends, that's just going to help your account. But anyway, so I'm going to break down step by step how you're going to get your first 1,000 engaged followers on Instagram. But before we jump right into it, I got to hit the gym real quick, so I'll be back. Mick here. I forgot to mention, if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you'll be alerted when I drop a new video. And for my already subscribed subscribers, thank you so much for rocking with me, and I hope these tips help you. Also, I mentioned in a couple videos back that whoever leaves positive comments or whatever and I pin you, I will give you a shout out. So today's shout out goes to episode trending. Thank you so much for showing love on all the videos that I normally post. You always drop in a comment positive, and I appreciate that. So hey, in the comments below, say something positive. If I see it, like it, love it, I might just shout you out in my next video. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into these tips that's going to help you grow 1,000 engaged followers on Instagram. So if you're just starting out on Instagram, or even if you've been on Instagram for a while, the first thing you want to do is complete your bio. That is so important. You're gonna want to have first a username, or you could just, it could be a made-up username, it could be your actual username, but they both can appear in Instagram in your search results. So you want to keep that in mind, just in case you create a brand around your name, then you're gonna want your username to be your name. Always keep that in mind when you start off with your name. It's gonna be searchable. You want your name to be searchable, and if you're building a brand through Instagram, you're probably just gonna want to put your name behind it. So don't worry about the rest of the bio, that's not searchable, but you're gonna want to fill that out and it want to be somewhat catchy. But just remember, your username or your name is what's searchable. However, you want to give a good introduction about who you are, what you're all about, what you're gonna do for people, what you can bring value to, and that's just only gonna help you. Number 2, connect to your friends, man. Follow people that you know, people that know you. Search through your Facebook, your contact list. You just want to, that way you can follow each other, you can get notifications, they can notify and get notifications on you, they can follow you back. These are gonna be your first followers, so hopefully you got friends and families that is willing to follow you on your Instagram account if you don't have them on there already. and that's going to be your core audience. So this brings me to my next tip, which is basically looking for your audience. So based off of what your account is all about, say I have a fitness account, I'm going to look at other big fitness pages, kind of get an idea of what they're doing. Then I'm going to reach out to people who are responding on their accounts. Reach out, get to know them, network. It's all about having that engagement. Maybe they'll follow you, maybe they won't. But if you just keep reaching out to people, also helping people, putting out content which brings value to the people, then they're more than likely gonna, check your page out, and they're gonna start following you. And what I meant to say by reaching out to them is basically going to their page, seeing what they're posting, commenting, putting input, just getting that one-on-one engagement, back and forth engagement, whatever it may be, with that individual person. You're kind of building a relationship, almost like a pen pal, building that relationship of trust with that person, and then they see what you're all about. They might be more susceptible to jumping on your Instagram and following you. Number 4, which also goes hand in hand with the audience that I mentioned, is basically communication being key. So about 30% of your followers will see what you post, and vice versa. You'll only see 30% of the people that you follow through your feed. But the key is to keep up that engagement with others, and you want to do this frequently. That way you'll continually pop up in their feed. So the more engagement that you have on whatever you post, the more it's going to continue to pop up in the feed, like I just mentioned. So you're going to want lots of comments, lots of likes. So hopefully you're pumping out good quality content that's of value, and people are actually responding to what you're trying to display on Instagram. So the more frequent engagement you get, the algorithm's gonna do this and do that, and it's gonna pop up first on different feeds. So number 5, man, you're gonna want to post content that's interesting to your audience. So if you're posting a picture, it's got to have that wow factor, that audio visual effect. You don't want your content to be boring. You want to make sure it's of good quality. You want to make sure it's of value. People like to see things. People like to hear things in good quality. So if you posting videos or if you posting pictures, that audio visual effect is very important, and your captions as well have to make sense and line up to what you're trying to display. Going back to that, is it of value? You could be posting educational things, posting testimonies, just depending on whatever your niche is in your Instagram. Like all things, you want to be consistent. Being consistent in your posting, whether it's a few times a week, is very, very key. So what I mean is, be comfortable with a schedule for yourself. If you post 3 times a week, that's great, but you want to keep consistent on how you do that, because as soon as you stop posting for a day or two, you're not going to pop up on people's feeds, and that's that 30% that you're striving to get to on Instagram. Sometimes this can be a hard thing to do, but be a conversation starter. You're going to want to engage with your followers, write open-ended questions. If somebody posts a comment on whatever you post, make sure that you respond to their comment. It's very important that you do that. Don't just hit the heart button, hit the like button on there and then keep it moving. Respond to your followers and just engage with them, because it's all about connecting and talking, especially on these social media platforms. So you're gonna want to ask questions when you post things, get feedback, and then just have that back and forth engagement, and this is only going to help. Using hashtags help you get discovered by people on Instagram. You have up to 30 hashtags that you can put on your post. Use all of them. Like, search for relevant hashtags to whatever you're posting. So this is a big one that everybody is scrambling to try to do, and that's get to the Instagram search top results. So if you get to those top results, you're gonna get more exposure on whatever you post. So the followers, once you get to that post with using those certain hashtags, which is basically the area at the top of Instagram search results, with only like 9 selected pictures. While Instagram doesn't tell you their algorithm on how they choose those pictures, something you can do is to post to get more engagement with your followers, you want to post to get more engagement within the first 1 to 2 hours of posting, especially if you get engagement with those bigger accounts that you're following or that may be following you. Some tips that I could also add on to this is post when your followers are more likely to be on Instagram. That way, as soon as you post, they're already, on Instagram and they see it and then they respond. So if you have there's so many different apps out there, you can check your statistics on Instagram as well. It's always going to lead back to the bigger accounts. You want to have a great relationship with bigger accounts on Instagram. So if you're into fitness and you do fitness things, you're going to want to have a relationship with big fitness accounts just to have that engagement, their followers hopping over to your account to see what you're posting. This last and final tip, and this really helped me a lot with my followers, is posting videos just on the regular feed and posting videos on the Instagram story. Like I said, all of last year, like just about almost every day, I was posting some type of video, whether it was in my main feed or the Instagram story, and I got quite a bit of engagement, and that really helped my following tremendously. For some reason, those little 10-second clips, people are more susceptible to looking at the stories because everything is go. So you're scrolling through, you see a story, cool, you see it, blah blah blah. If it catches your eye and you like it, you just might engage on that Instagram story. So this is gonna really put you over the top. It's gonna bring in like 34% more just engagement. It's gonna really help boost your following. So y'all use these, man. Instagram stories, using videos is really gonna help. So basically, in a nutshell, getting your first 1,000 followers may be a slow process, but that's okay. Everything is a process, whether it's fast or whether it's slow. You may use one of these tips and get discouraged, and you might say, well, forget it, I'm just gonna leave it. But see, that's the problem. You can't just use one of these tips. You're gonna have to really bring all these tips together, and it's gonna really bring in results for you. Go step by step, and if you do it right, you're gonna maximize your followers. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching. I hope these tips help you in the future, help you grow those engaged followers on your Instagram account. And remember, you only got one life. Stay humble, be great, love yourself so you can love somebody, and I'll see y'all in the next post. Peace.